Let me share the screen. So can anyone tell me what is meant by SQL Server? What is SQL Server? What is a
SQL
SQL
Server is
Server?
RDBMS software, sir. To
Okay,
store the data, to retrieve the data, to process the data.
very good. Okay, SQL Server is an RDBMS software to store the data, to process the data, and to retrieve the data. We are going to use this software. Please mute. Okay, okay, that's fine. Okay, fine. So where we are going to use the software? Where we are going to use the SQL Server software?
We used to use on servers, sir, like three-tier architecture.
Okay, okay, that's fine. We are going to use as a backend software for any application. Okay, we are going to use as a backend software in any application. Can you tell me what are the tiers in the three-tier architecture?
Web server,
Web
application
server,
server,
very good,
database server.
excellent. Web application and database server, very good, fine.
Database server.
Yes, fine, very good. Okay, that's fine. Okay, very good. All right, so every time we are discussing data. So what is meant by data actually? What is a data? So we are going to use database to store the data, right? What is a data first of all? Data means a raw format of information, just a raw. It will be in raw format of information. Say for example, if you see here, okay, where is that? Yes, okay. It's a raw format of information. Actually, we have data and information. Okay, what is the difference between data and information? Okay, if you see here, you can see some values. You can see some values, some names, some characters. Okay, you can see here. This is a raw data. Okay, 10,000 Mahesh, IT, KR Puram, ABC apartments. This is a raw data. Can you understand anything by using this raw data? Maybe half of the data you can understand, like Mahesh is a name, but you cannot understand what is IT, what is 10,000. Maybe you can understand KR Puram ABC apartments is an address. So if the data is in raw format, we cannot understand clearly, right? If the data is in raw format, we cannot understand it clearly. By using the database softwares like SQL Server and all, we can process the data. Once data is processed, it will be converted into information. Information will have meaning. Information will have meaning where data doesn't have any meaning. Got it? What is the difference between data and information? Data will always be in raw format. Information will always be in the meaningful format. Okay. If you process the data, it will be converted into information. Okay. If you process the data, it will be converted into information. Right? So processing data means anything. Processing data means adding values to the existing data. Processing data means adding attributes to the existing data. Processing may be anything. Okay. So simply processing means in case, okay. Okay. So in case if you add some attributes, to the existing data, it will be converted into a meaningful information. This is your raw data. You can understand a little bit of this particular data. You cannot understand clearly what is IT, what is 10,000. You cannot understand. You can understand Mahesh is a name, ABC apartments, KR Puram is a Mahesh address, something like that you can understand. But if I added some attributes to this data, I can convert this data into a meaningful information. Adding means what? Okay, say for example, the same data can be converted into meaningful information like this. Okay, now this is information. This is data. Okay, where is that? Yes, this is data. Okay, whereas this is information. We have added some attributes. We have added employee ID as an attribute. We have added employee name as an attribute. We have added department as an attribute. We have added address as an attribute. We have added salary as an attribute. So if you see here, as of now, if you see here, you don't understand anything. What are these values, names and all? Now, if I added some attributes to this raw data, now the data is converted into a meaningful information. Now you can easily understand, actually that is a Mahesh employee record. That is a Mahesh employee record. What we have added here? We have added columns to the Mahesh employee. We just added columns, like column name, we gave employee name as a Mahesh. Department, initially you don't understand what is IT. Now IT is a department. Okay, initially you don't understand what is 10,000, but I added one column called salary. Now you can easily understand that 10,000 is Mahesh salary. So always data will be in raw format. Okay, always data will be in raw format. Okay, if you add some attributes to the data, that data will be converted into the information. That can be done using your SQL Server database software. Okay, we can convert raw data into information. Clear? So that is the difference between data and information. Data will always be in the raw format where we cannot understand clearly. Whereas if you add some attributes, means if you process the data by adding some attributes, then it will be converted into information. If you process the data by adding some attributes, then it will be converted into information. Same example here, 51, 77, 58, 82, 64, 70. Just only you can see these numbers. Imagine you can only see these numbers, 51, 50, 77, 58, 82, 64, 70. You don't know what are these numbers. Just you can see these numbers. So how you can understand these numbers? We can understand in different ways. Some people may understand maybe those are the door numbers. Some people may understand those are different things, different items and all. Okay, so maybe that is a product cost kind of thing. Some people may understand that is maybe any other product costs kind of thing. Okay, this is a raw data. 51, 77, 58, 82 is a raw data. I just added some context to the data. Okay, I'm going to process the data. I just added some context to the data. What context I have added? Text scores achieved by students, means these are the marks achieved by the students. If I added some context to these numbers, now you got a meaningful information, means 51, 77, 58, 82, 64, 70 all are scores or marks achieved by some students. Okay, so if you further process the data, once you got the meaningful information, now what you will try to do in case once you see here, okay, we always will have a habit. Okay, how many maximum marks we got, how many minimum marks we got, how many average marks we got, that is called processing. If you see here earlier, you don't understand anything. Now if I added some context, these are the text scores achieved by the students. Now what is your next idea? Now you will try to calculate the maximum marks, minimum marks, the average marks. That is called processing the data. Everything can be done by the SQL Server. Okay, SQL Server, by using SQL Server, we can store the data, right? We have already discussed. We can store the data, process the data, retrieve the data. Okay, data means a raw format. Whereas if you process the data, it will be converted into a meaningful information, right? Processing can be done by adding context, by adding fields, okay, by adding what we can say some attributes to the data. So we can process the data in any format. By all these formats, by using all these formats, you can process the data, right? So earlier, now we have like smartphones, right? So directly smartphones came into the picture. Directly smartphones came into the picture, or any hierarchy is there in the smartphones? When smartphones came, actually, before smartphones, what we have to communicate? Before smartphones, what we have to communicate? using which device we are going to communicate with others. Just can anyone tell me the answer? Before smartphones, we have, okay, keypad phones, like feature phones, right? Before smartphones, we have feature phones. Before feature phones,
Using letters.
landlines. Before landlines,
Letters.
very good.
Telegram.
Yes.
Very good. Letters or fax and all. What is the telegram or something like that is there, right? Telegram. Then letters came into the picture. Okay. Before that, you want to communicate some information to the people earlier. What is the mode of communicating with the people? Announcements. How they are going to do the announcements? Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. No issues. Okay. Landlines. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so this is actually how it came. First, letters are there to communicate with others. Then telegram is there. Then landlines came into the picture. Then feature phones came into the picture. Then smartphones came into the picture. This is how the smartphones that are came into the, okay, uh, existence as of now, right? In the same way, directly no one invented database into the market. Okay, earlier we used to store the data on papers, right? You know, usually papers. Before papers also we have that, what we can say, I don't know in English, but Talapatra Gandhal. Okay, na? We are going to store the data in that particular medium. Okay. After that, papers came into the picture, right? So there is a risk with the papers. What is the risk? You cannot store the data in the papers permanently, right? Maybe after 1 year, maybe they are going to be, okay, the papers and all going to be damaged, right? Or else maybe it can catch fire and all. So very risky kind of thing. And you cannot store lot of data into the papers, and processing also is very difficult. How can you process the data? You can hardly remember one paper or two papers or three papers. Hardly you can remember five papers where exactly the information is. But in case if I give you 100 papers, if I want to ask you find out the information, it will be very difficult to you. After papers, where we are going to store the data? Existing once computer is invented, earlier we used to store the data in word processors. Okay, word processors. Earlier we used to store the data in the word processors. But you know, right, in the 70s, early in the 70s or 80s, how much difficult it is to store the data. Okay, for storing a piece of data, for storing kilobytes of data, big, very big storage devices are there. Very, very big storage device. Earlier, if you remember or not, the computer itself is a very big building. A 3-story building will be there, a computer. One computer is a 3-story building. Okay, so that much of issues are there. In case even though you can store the data in the word processor, what is the main issue? Retrieving is very difficult. Even now also, if you store the data in any notepad, word processors means or notepad kind of thing. Okay, so earlier also, before word processor, spreadsheets, not spreadsheet, after word processor, spreadsheets are came into picture. Okay, so these are the main advantages. We can store the data permanently, but the problem is it can't store the data, huge data. It cannot be stored in the word processors and all. And again, the problem is while retrieving the data, it will be very difficult. Retrieving is also important, right? What is the use if you have 10 terabytes of data? If you are unable to read the data or retrieve the data, what is the use of the 10 TB hard disk? Why we are storing the data? By purchasing the storage, why we are storing the data? Whenever we need, we have to retrieve the data, right? Then only we are going to, okay, invest some amount on storage, and we are going to store the important data and all whenever we want. Okay, so you have lot of beautiful pictures and all, very good pictures, very good memories are there with you, but suddenly the hard disk is corrupted. What is the use? If you are unable to retrieve those pictures and all, what is the use of 2 TB hard disk or 5 TB hard disk? Okay, so storing is important, retrieving is also important. Just for storing purpose, we are not going to invest money, right? Whenever we want, we have to retrieve it. We want to see those pictures and all. We want to recollect those memories and all. So that's why we are going to store the data, right? By investing some amount. So that's why retrieving is very important. So, but what is the issue with the word processors? You can store a limited piece of data in the word processor softwares, and again, retrieving is also very difficult. Okay. Then after word processors, spreadsheets came into picture. Spreadsheets means your Excel sheets and all. Believe me, Excel sheet is an excellent database software. Excel sheet is a database software, you know. It's an excellent database software. Excel, Microsoft Excel is an excellent database software. You can achieve all the goals of database. You can store the data in the Excel sheet. Okay. You can process the data in the Excel sheet. You can add numbers, you can subtract numbers, you can whatever you want, you can do all the maths using the Excel sheet. You can generate reports also. You can generate reports also using the Excel sheet. Okay. And you can process the data and you can retrieve the data whenever you want. You can easily retrieve the data. Excel is an excellent database. Okay. But for Excel also, there are some issues. When see, the world is completely moving, right? So lot of information is like coming. Okay. Earlier, we are going to use feature phones where we'll have only 512 MB of RAM or storage just to save the contacts. Now you see 64 GB also is not enough for us. 128 GB phone also is not enough for us. 250 GB, next phone is 256 GB. If you see, the next phone is usually people are trying to buy is 256 GB as of now. In the future, maybe 256 GB phone also not enough for us. Maybe 512 GB. Where is 512 MB RAM? Where is 512 MB? 512 GB? Where is 512 MB storage? Where is 512 GB storage now? Within fraction of 10 to 15 years, hardly. 10 years back, all our feature phones, right? Hardly. Right? 2011, like 2006, 7, 8, 9. Okay, all our feature phones which is having 512 MB of storage. Now, if you see, okay, in 2-3 years, maybe it went to 512 GB of storage. Still, that also not enough for us. Maybe in the next 10 years, it went to, okay, 1 terabyte of smartphones will come. Like the information that are going to be stored is like growing like anything. Okay, so that's why usually spreadsheets cannot manage that much of data. Okay, the Excel sheet cannot manage GBs and GBs of data. That is the problem with the Excel sheets. While retrieving also, it will be difficult. Okay, then what happened is databases came into the picture earlier in the 90s itself. 90s or 80s. Databases came into the picture. So databases, you know, right? Lot of database softwares are there. Okay. Earlier, Microsoft in the 1980s, 1984 or 85, like that, 86, something like that. Microsoft, first of all, Microsoft not invented the SQL Server. Microsoft, okay, purchased Sybase Logic. Okay, actually, the SQL Server has been invented by Sybase. That Sybase Logic has been purchased, that particular logic, that company has been purchased by Microsoft. Then Microsoft owns the product as Microsoft SQL Server. Like how Microsoft SQL Server is there in the database software, we have different vendors also, competitors. Vendors means competitors. We have Oracle as a competitor, a different vendor in the database. You know, right? DB2, MySQL, NoSQL, MongoDB, Postgre. Like different database softwares are there in the market now, but highly used database softwares are SQL Server and Oracle. These two softwares are 90%, not 90, 80% of the database market has been occupied by the Microsoft SQL Server and your Oracle database. Okay, in that also Microsoft SQL Server has been occupied almost all 55% like that. Remaining like 30, not 30, 40% like that Oracle database has been occupied. Okay, so this is how the database came into the picture. Okay, so now you see, right, database sizes depends upon the requirement. You can see a very small database, you can see very big database. It is easy to retrieve the data using the databases and all. Right, these are the mediums of storing the data. Okay, these are the medium. Okay, what are the modes of storing the data? Means in how, in what is the, what way you are going to store the data in these mediums? What is the way of storing the data? Earlier we used to store the data like in the notepads, right? Normal way, normal format only. Then after that, okay, we have different technologies like bus technology, network topology, different topologies are there that are like some kind of confusion. Okay, so finally what happened is, in the databases, okay, the data is going to be stored in the form of tables. The data is going to be stored in the form of tables. Any database software, even though it is a SQL server, even though it is an Oracle, any database software, at the end of the day, the data will be stored in the format of tables. Tables only. Even SQL server related information also. SQL server related information also means the internal information also is going to be stored in the form of tables. You don't know other format. Okay. Table is very easy to represent and very easy to retrieve and very easy to process. The table format data is very easy to process, easy to represent, easy to understand, easy to process the data and all. Okay, so finally, okay, the databases came into the picture. And how you are going to store the data in the databases? In the form of tables. Every data will be stored in the form of tables only. Whatever data, internal data, external data, every data, metadata, okay, every data at the end of the day it is going to store in the form of tables only. Right, clear? That is called database management system, DBMS. Database management system means what? That is the way of storing the data into the database. Okay, DBMS means it is going to discuss what is the way of storing the data, in what format you are going to store the data in the database. So we are going to store the data in the form of tables. Okay, that way we are going to call it as DBMS, database management system. In the DBMS concept, the data is going to be stored in the database in the form of tables, right? This is also fine. Once database is invented, once DBMS is also invented, okay, people are going to retrieve the data easily and people are going to store a lot of data in the databases easily. But what happened? Okay, while retrieving, it is taking a lot of time. Okay, while retrieving the data from a big database, it is taking a lot of time. Then what happened? Okay, Professor EF Card, okay, introduced the RDBMS concept. Okay, he said, okay, you are going to store the data in the form of tables. That is good, but what you can do is just create a relationship between the tables. Okay,